Welcome to the Reaction Show for the Rankin Podcast. I'm Garrett Seawright. Find us on Twitter, Facebook, YouTube at Rankin Podcast. I'm at Garrett Seawright on Twitter. Don is at Donnie_G, and Zach doesn't believe in Twitter. So Don thinks Hoosiers is not good and is overrated. I have it at my number one slot in my favorite sports movies. Now, I can probably get through this without calling you a cocksucker. But... No, there are more things going on in Hoosiers than just you don't like Norman Dale. Like, you got Shooter, who's a drunk, but is willing to put it all together.
Is that the assistant coach?
Yeah, all one for basketball. Like, is a horrible drunk. Like, is the town drunk in Indiana in 1954. So you are the drunkest of drunkards. And is willing to put that to the wayside to try to help the local basketball team accomplish its goals, but also because his son is on the team and has had no relationship with him whatsoever because he's a piece of fucking shit for a decade. So it's a story about redemption from that side, but then also Norman Dale, had coached college basketball, but got ran out of that and got ran out of other high schools because he's a fucking cock.
Right.
And then is willing to kind of relinquish some of that tyrant power that he's had to become a successful high school basketball coach in this small-ass town that needs Jimmy Chitwood to do anything worth a damn because he has his own set of problems that he doesn't want to play basketball because, his family's hurting and all of that stuff, but he's willing to...
Just like Larry Bird.
Something like that.
Larry Bird went back home to help his mom, and then Indiana State was like, hey, come play basketball for us. And he's like, okay, bet. And then
he went to Indiana, and Bobby Knight was an asshole, and he was like, "Fuck this, I'm out."
And then he went to Indiana State.
Took
Indiana State to the championship game against Michigan State.
They were undefeated. Indiana State was undefeated,
right? And then
because of Larry Bird,
right? Well, and then
which is your Hoosiers taught me that you only need one player to do anything worth a damn. Yeah, so it's life,
right? But then he also, in like the early 90s, the early 90s, hurt his back asphalting his mom's driveway.
Carrying the team. That's what he hurt his back.
And that's how Larry Bird's career ended, is because he hurt his back asphalting his mom's driveway.
I don't think that's true.
Yeah, it is.
I think his knees had been shot for
his back
a decade and was like, I can't walk. This sucks. So that's my Hoosiers. There's so many different... Like everybody willing to come together for the good of the community.
I will try and watch Hoosiers at some point in the near future to get a fresh set of eyes on it. I probably haven't seen it at all in the last 10 years. Right. Like I said, I've never watched it from front to back. But I'll probably watch it after I watch Remember the Titans, because I haven't seen Remember the Titans in probably 15 years.
Once Sunshine, he could once he put his foot in the ground and made that option pitch.
Right.
T.C. Williams, unstoppable. Throw the ball a mile, can't pitch a 5 yards.
That's unnecessary roughness. On the quarterback, coach?
There are a lot of great quotes in Remember the Titans. A lot of great quotes in Major League. A lot of great quotes.
Left side.
Strong side.
Side. Again, though. Vaughn, I got one thing to say to you. Strike this motherfucker out. Just absolute
strike board. This guy out.
Watch it on an airplane.
TBS. Strike this man out.
Water makes you weak. Water makes you soft. Water is for washing blood off that uniform. And I don't get blood on my uniform. You must be outside. How many feet are in a mile?
5,280, sir.
You pick that football up and you run every one of them.
Every one of them. You're killing me, Petey.
Oh, you're killing me, Petey. Damn.
You drop a pass, you run a mile.
You miss a block.
You run a mile. You fumble this football. I will break my foot off in your John Brown hind parts, and then you will run a mile. Perfection.
Oh,
is that Denzel's best role?
No.
John Q.
A lot of people say
good.
that Denzel's best role. I'm trying to think of it.
He's really good in Glory.
Training Day. Glory.
Training Day
Good
is
Glory.
what Q1 always says.
I don't know if I've ever actually seen
I've never
Training
seen Training
Day.
Day.
I haven't either.
I just know King Kong ain't got shit on me.
King Kong ain't got shit on me. But no, Book of Eli, he was really good in, and that's an
but
old,
that
and
movie's
that's an older Denzel. The movie is kind of mad, but he's
fantastic.
He played a blind dude, vaguely blind dude,
Stevie Wonder.
pretty well. Have you heard the conspiracy theories that Stevie Wonder isn't actually blind?
Oh, Stevie Wonder's not blind.
Because
Let's stop there because we haven't recorded our conspiracy theory episode.
this isn't going to be one.
Maybe
this
not for
probably
you.
won't be
Maybe
one.
not for you.
Ooh.
You better believe that's one of my 3 conspiracy theories.
Maybe
And
shut the hell up, Don.
Stevie Wonder ain't blind.
But who was it? It was like somebody like Shaquille
Shaq
O'Neal.
was like, I'm in the elevator, door opens up, and Stevie Wonder walks in and is like, what's up, Shaq? How the fuck? Yeah. No, okay. So now that you know basically my number 1 conspiracy theory.
So I know that, but
Stevie
this will
Wonder
be
ain't
released.
blind.
This will be released after that
Okay,
episode.
yes, that's true. So,
But spoiler
Spoiler
alert,
alert.
when you listen to this, I do now know I have figured out Garrett's number one.
number 1, Stevie Wonder ain't blind.
Which it'll be an interesting one because Garrett only really believes.
I believe 3 conspiracy
Right.
theories.
So it'll be-
I teeter on another. Like I don't. We'll talk.
We'll
say-
figure that out.
Yeah.
We'll get there. We get there when we get there.
I'm trying to see what else. Glory was really good.
He's really good at
I
that
just
role in
can't
Glory.
sit down for 6 hours and watch that fucking movie.
That's fair.
But that like of the Civil War
the
movies,
Hurricane,
the what?
the boxing movie.
I have not.
Also,
seen
I have
that
not
one.
seen
Reuben
that one.
Carr. I watched it once. Antoine Fisher, he was in that.
Nope.
I think that's a chess movie.
That's Bobby Fischer you're thinking of.
That's true. That's true.
Because you know Bobby Fischer. Bobby Fischer. Where is he? I don't know.
Apparently, he's going to be in Macbeth as Lord Macbeth.
Macbeth.
Sure.
It's a Shakespeare play.
Yeah, I have to say it's a
Yeah.
Shakespeare play.
Macbeth.
Macbeth.
So, any glaring
doesn't-
omissions that
Of sports movies?
that you just thought
Waterboy.
Why
didn't get
do you hate
mentioned at
Draft
all.
Day?
because it's like, first of all, no logical GM is going to pass up Joe Callahan for Vontez Mack. Like, let's be honest. Like, oh,
Vontae Mack, no matter what.
that's horse dick. The love story has no purpose.
I'll give you that.
in the movie.
Give you that.
If it was strictly like,
I think Bo Callahan's a bust, personally.
think so.
I do.
Well, none of his teammates were at his birthday
None
party.
of his teammates were at his birthday party.
Why? Why were they not there?
Because he's too good for them. He didn't invite them.
Or
They
was he
didn't want to show up.
Was he so smart that he thought, I don't want to get any of these guys in trouble?
Who thinks about that on their 21st birthday? You know who didn't? I didn't.
Right, and you're not an NFL caliber quarterback.
Neither is he. He's a bust.
I traded my entire draft to the Seattle Seahawks, but now that I want them all back, and I want your number 1 next year, and I'm like, okay, I better do that. Like,
Right.
None of it's realistic, and then the love story is just like the chicken fight in Family Guy episodes where they have like 13 minutes worth of content, and they're like, fuck it,
Or when he
have
falls,
Peter fight
when
the
he
chicken
falls
for
down,
8
he's like,
minutes. Yeah, like we need to stretch. The love story's like, fuck, this movie's only an hour. How can we get it to an hour and a half?
let's go have him
Let's
talk
have
in
him
the closet.
randomly fuck Jennifer Garner. Okay, sounds good.
But then
Thanks.
Jennifer Garner is also like one of my favorite parts is when Dennis Leary's like, I want my player to know how to run a 33 scat left, 22 trap, Hail Mary right, tango trips. He's like, you know what I'm talking about? He's like, I know what you're talking about. And I'm like, I don't know what you're
What you just said 9? Like you just had a Hail Mary out of a goal line formation. Like, I don't think that's right. So and they've got like split screens and stuff to.
I like the split screens.
See, like,
because it's like a quick. It's such a like fast paced movie. It all takes place in essentially like a 12-hour, 18-hour period.
Right.
That they don't have time to just like cut to this and cut to this. They do
have time to like. I mean, it makes it quicker to cut to that instead of having.
I like
split
the dual.
screens.
I like the split screens, especially when they. And I'm a sucker for it at any point when you have a split screen and one person walks from one split screen and breaks into the other split screen. I know that it's just a green screen and they have it in the background, but when they break that realism of the split screen, it does it for me.
Okay, good to know. So I hate Draft Day. I don't hate Draft Day. It's just not good.
It makes you want to root for the Browns.
It's okay.
I like the Browns.
It's okay.
Alfred Blue was the running back.
Was he?
He was the real life, was the real life backup running back for the Houston Texans. And then the Browns got Arian Foster that offseason. And then Alfred Blue was the running back, was playing the running back that the Browns drafted in that movie.
Gotcha.
Fun fact.
But who
plays the coach for Wisconsin? Where's the beef?
No, I'm thinking of Black Panther is Vontae Mack, right?
Yes.
What is his
Chadwick Boseman.
Chadwick Boseman.
He's Jackie Robinson.
He was also Jackie
Robinson in 42.
Yep. He was also Prince T'Challa.
Yeah, because he's the Black Panther.
I was like, did you just have a stroke on me? You're like,
Prince T'Challa, son of T'Chaka. Wakanda forever.
Wakanda forever.
Bombay. I'm trying to think of any. So we didn't do a lot of golf movies. I'm surprised that you didn't have any golf. Well, I figured you would have had more baseball. Like you didn't have nobody mentioned Field of Dreams at all.
See, it got booted off my honorable mention because I know I said that I like my sports movies to not be about sports, and Field of Dreams isn't so much about baseball.
Sandlot, which I'm just now thinking of.
Okay, so Field of Dreams is a great movie for dudes in their 50s who have daddy issues. That their dads would never love them.
Right.
So in 20 years.
Give it some time, yeah. But it's just not, it's not, I don't enjoy, Field of Dreams is that, I don't enjoy.
I don't like watching it.
Right,
it's a good movie, but I don't like watching it.
Right. So it's just not for me. Sandlot is undeniably great, and
that's one that I forgot about.
Battle Mission. Now.
Yeah. We messed up.
I probably would have dropped. I probably would have pulled off White Man Can't Jump for it. I don't know. The other one is Love and Basketball, which I just watched last summer. It's so good.
Yeah, I haven't seen that.
It's
Zach before we started said, because usually we have no this, no that, we have some stipulations, and he said, so what's the definition of sports movies? And I said, cheerleading's not a sport. Oh damn, I had Bring It On my list, sarcastically.
Well, now we have to defend our definition of sport, which is something that's a race, has a ball, and isn't judged.
Correct. Basically,
which
has a ball or puck, or a race,
or isn't and can't be judged. That kind of is borderline boxing, because boxing is judged.
Boxing is judged, but can technically be a race to see who knocks it. Right. I'm racing to beat the judge.
I don't remember. We were in college when either we came up with that or we found that definition somewhere.
I think we kind of modified because this case of cheerleading went all the way to the Supreme Court.
Gotcha.
And because a college was trying to use it as scholarships for Title IX, and the Supreme Court said cheerleading is not a sport; it is a competition. Well, basically, you have to be able to affect your outcome,
right? As opposed to the Russian desk giving you an 8,
right?
Which is things that people always bring up, because I remember I was in a class and I was like, cheerleading isn't a sport, and they're like, yes, it is. It's very difficult. Well,
eating chess is difficult. 67 hot dogs in 10 minutes is difficult. But that doesn't make it a sport.
But then they're like, well, these things are in the Olympics. Well, they call it the Olympic Games, not the Olympic sports.
That's right.
I guess let's finish on that.
I'll finish on whatever you tell me to, Don. Hey-o.
Just keep that to yourself.
Oh, can I get an oh yeah? Oh yeah? That'll do it for this week's episode of the Rank 'Em Podcast Reaction. Thanks for joining us. Follow us on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube at Rank 'Em Podcast. Also, we are available wherever it is you download and listen to your podcasts. Give us a 5-star review. Subscribe, share with your friends. However you can help us out, we certainly do appreciate it. Maybe we'll send you a magnet. Got a big old stack of magnets here.
If they make it to whenever this gets released out of the vault.
Yeah, we'll buy more. So that'll do it. Thanks for joining us. Don is on Twitter at Donnie_G. I'm at Garrett C. Wright, 2 R's, 2 T's. Let us know what you think and how we can do better. We're always trying to do that, except we don't always listen. That'll do it for this week's episode. We'll catch you next week, right here on the Rank 'Em Podcast.